Hello, everybody. This is Jeremy Bertarioni. For the Team Lotus Box League video this week, Ikoria has just released, and so we are playing Lurrus of the Dream Den in Modern. I think that the way to take this deck is to play a Shadow deck. I've typically strayed away from the 4-color builds of Shadow, but I think with Lurrus, it is a little better. We moved up to 19 lands, and we have, the fetches and shocks to support sort of this mana base. We only need a very lightly touch red for Kroxa and TBR, but I want to be able to flashback the Kroxas, which is why we have 2 blades. That being said, the rest of the deck is kind of what you've seen in your typical Shadow deck, except we did cut Street Wraith to make up for that loss of life. Lack of loss of life, we moved all the way up to 4 Dismembers. We had the 4 Thought Seizes. We have a Hex Parasite, which actually makes you lose as much life as you want. Hex Parasite is useful. You can reanimate it with Lurrus if you mill it with Thought Scour, stuff like that. Make it good. We're playing 1 Kroxa, which is also a combo with Lurrus. I think that's like an important element of this deck. And our sideboard has some Veils, some like typical Grixis Shadow sideboard cards. I'm playing 2 Wrenn and 6s. I think are going to be good against the go long decks, and it's also good to bring them back with Lurrus. So if the minus is good, I think you really want Wrenn and 6s in your board. Your creature package is just the Tarmogoyfs and the Death Shadow. I am playing TBR. I just think now we have like a Splinter Twin-esque combo of Hex Parasite, Death Shadow, TBR, where you can pay as much life as you want in an even increment and then Teamer Battle Rage. Yeah, so that's the deck, and we're going to see if Lurrus is as powerful as he seems. Big synergies with Lurrus is that you can flashback Bobble, you can reanimate your Death Shadows, and you always have a very powerful 3-drop. So, that seems like something I'm interested in. Let's go ahead and hop into a game. So hopefully they prompt it. We did lose the die roll. We rolled a 1. Obviously not good enough. Our opponent rolled a 2. And here is the companion choosing prompt. I'll choose Lurrus. Hand is great, a lot of interactive elements, which I think is really strong. Snapcasters, I sort of failed to mention, combo again with your Lurrus. We're going to mulligan because it has 0 lands in it. It's a little better, and you have to remember that Lurrus is kind of always in these hands. For that reason, I think I'm going to keep it. I don't really want the Blood Crypt, though. The Blood Crypt you kind of don't want until you have one of your red spells. So I think I'm going to fetch shock. Or actually, we can play this better. We're going to keep this. Getting rid of the Blood Crypt. And then we got to get back in Shadow mode. That usually takes a while. When you're in Shadow mode, you want to do these like crazy tricks. So we have a fetch land, a Mishra's Bauble, and a Thought Scour. So we can effectively scry with the Bauble, check the top card of our deck. The Bauble, by the way, is going to be great with our Lurrus. I literally can't wait. So they Astrolabe, that's fine. This is a good test. I want to see how well we hold up against the Astrolabe decks. Here we go, our turn. Gonna get Watery Grave. Probably gonna get Watery Grave, Overgrown Tomb this game to start us off. So, play the Bauble. If we don't like our top card, we don't have to draw it. Bloodstained Mire. I think we are not looking for another land, so I want to go ahead and get the Watery Grave. Get the life, because it's hard for us to do that with this deck. And now say go. And we are representing Stubborn Denial, which we might even draw right here. Ooh, Hex Parasite could be useful. Very good against things like Teferi or Wrenn and 6. That being said, I am just going to get a Tarmogoyf in play. Mill myself here. We have 4 card types, so Delirium is enabled in case we draw the Traverse. And also the Tarmogoyf is a 4/5. Also, we have a combo here. I think that now this is going to get red, so we can go ahead and get a head start on our Peat land doing us damage per turn. Go ahead and play a Tarmogoyf. 4/5 threat for our opponents. If they play a Teferi and bounce it, funnily enough, we can play a Hex Parasite and kill it, and I think we will do that. Kind of cool. Yeah, alright. And that. Tarmogoyf, pretty standard. And here we could play a Lurrus. I personally want, but it's tricky because I kind of want the Blood Crypt. But Breeding Pool also lets us Snapcaster Thought Scour. And without, or we can't get a Breeding Pool. We have to get Blood Crypt. Maybe a notable quote-unquote weakness of this deck, that it's hard to get double blue without having a Breeding Pool in play. Okay, so we can play a lot of stuff here. I'm gonna start with X-Parasite. Permanent. I want to just go ahead and kill their Teferi. Why didn't that work? Try again next turn, I guess. That's sort of a misclick there. I think I removed up to 1 and I removed 0 instead of clicking on it and removing 1. First time with Hex Parasite, although, you know, imagine that the Teferi is not in play and we better. It shouldn't make too much of a difference this game, because I can just activate it next turn. It's gonna eat up some of our mana. It is a little inconvenient. I don't want to opt here. We hit a TBR, we can go for the Splinter Twin combo. And I, you know, don't know that they could interact with it. So go ahead and opt. Keep that on top. Death Shadows are good in your Death Shadow deck. Yes. I want to pay an additional amount of life. I'm going to try to get this right this time. Yeah. It is click to remove. Okay. Now we've successfully paid a crap ton of life with our Hex Parasite. Hex Parasite being very good this turn. We'll attack for 8. Hey, how's it going, chat? We're playing Lurrus Shadow in this deck. Modern. Going pretty well. Honestly, the fact that our Shadow is dying here is like not a big deal. We can just cast a ton. In fact, here is one more. So, where's the Lurrus? How do I cast Lurrus? We revealed it as our companion. Oh, I bet it's here. No, here. Yeah, it's this little heart thing. Here we go. This is my companion area. In the middle of my hand. Well, no, that's... Boom, we figured it out. Yeah, it's got a thing. Okay, this is fine. So feeling like a Lurrus comes next turn. Aren't very insulated against Field of Ruin. Field of Ruin a weak point for the deck, but oh. When you get in Blood Crypt, that does take us off of red. Red is our least important color. We have very few red cards. We have 2 Battle Rages and a Kroxa. We also have another Blood Crypt. We're in a fine spot with that. That just okay. and get another Blood Crypt. Could also get Breeding Pool for something like Snapcaster, Cover Denial. So I think we are going to wait on it until we decide what we want. For now, I'm just going to attack for 1, and then I'm going to play Lurrus and another Shadow. I have something to say about this. And we have quite a few options. We have a Tarmogoyf, a Shadow, and a Bauble. Lurrus seems to be doing pretty good. You know, match 1, game 1 as its own thing. It says, I did not know that Ish was legal, lol. I said, I revealed it, started the game. That's just true. That is just true. Alright, let's cast the Shadow. We're doing it. Lurrus is real. Your Shadow. I can cast Tarmogoyf next turn. Go. I'm the ultimate grind machine now. Sorry. I make the rules. I just make the rules. It should say something about it in the game log, because it definitely comes up at the start in yellow, like, you know, username of Moto has revealed their companion. Now, interestingly enough, we can Thought Scour ourselves. Another one of those. Okay. False. We're not particularly close to that thing killing us. Are no unearths in this deck, but kind of why would you need one? Because Lurrus brings back all your permanents. I guess to bring back the Lurrus. Okay, they're killing our Death Shadow. That's fine. We'll just cast it again next turn. Oh. Yeah, getting Lurrus back might be useful, since we are unearthing it. Or since we are kind of reliant on it, building around it, that type of thing. At this point, I think that the Team Your Battle Rage is not going to be as important as Thought Scouring and stuff, so I will. Here, yeah, I think I just want to start with a Death Shadow, but I might as well Thought Scour myself, get a little more information. Got a TBR, Graveyard. Really want the and I think it's worth to cast a Tarmogoyf. Yeah. Hmm. Else do I want to do? little worried about Cryptic Command, but now attack my Lurrus to gain a little bit of life. I think I can also just block with it to gain life. That's not actually true. If they have a Cryptic, I'm just dead. That makes it not that hard. Okay. Dodge Cryptic Command. My deck worked. You know, an issue is that first of all we had to pay 2 mana on a turn that was like awkward because it was my first Hex Parasite turn. You know, second of all, this is unfortunate that we're in a bad spot against Cryptic Command here. Yeah. Oh no, they have Jace, not the same. Jace and Cryptic, not actually the same thing. I guess I can cut out my companion. Ooh, deck list. We gotta update Cardboard Live with the deck. Oh, I'm on the wrong Twitch account. Forever. We'll update it after this game. Opponent has a Jace. Yet to see how this will pan out. We have quite the board. Jace is not going to be enough all on his own. Got a text from Twitch. Right now we can go to our creator dashboard. Cardboard Live going. Bouncing my shadow. Okay. Cards left. I wonder what they are. Not really a way for me to know because they've been bottlenecked on mana, so it's kind of just whatever they got. Loving is what I got. Remember that. Wonder what their attacks are going to be. Probably Uro and not the snake, if I had to guess. That's the snake. I remember. Unfortunately, we are going to have to sacrifice our Lurrus this turn. We do have plenty of things that we can play. We're going to sacrifice Lurrus. Should we bobble or goif? We're going to have enough goifs, so I kind of want to bobble. Try to get a few more cards in the old hand. They're going to be drawing another Uro. Okay. Fine with that. Go ahead and make a shadow. A Tarmogoyf. We can't actually kill the Planeswalker with the Hex Parasite. We don't have enough mana to do everything. But we are going to kill the Jace by just attacking it with Features. Yep, this is fine. Okay, now I have a little more life. So what my plan is to next turn, they're going to play an Uro. Hopefully that doesn't lead to much. I'm gonna grab my Blood Crypt. Yeah, and I want to wait on that so that they can't just get any of my colors that are very important. Here's our free card. Lurrus. Ooh, that's significant. That is something. I don't know exactly how it's going to be significant. We could either kill Ice Fang or Uro. You about this? Kind of annoying. That's fine. All right. Blood Crypt. Not pay 2 life. Thought Scour myself. We're just gonna assume they're on sorcery speed here. Great. Fatal Push. Bro. That's fine. I'm not actually convinced that that matters. Because I think Snapcaster is going to sew it up. So, you know, Snapcaster Mage. Teamer Battle Rage. Teamer Battle Rage, my Death Shadow. That should be the game. This is 12 plus 24 coming through. 24 of it has trample. So you're getting at least 30 in, and they're at 28. Combat. And yeah, I mean, honestly, wow, that was really good. Lurrus was fantastic that game. Brought back, you know, multiple Death Shadow, Tarmogoyf type threats, drew an extra card with the bauble, and interestingly enough, gained us enough life to stay in the game. So let's talk about sideboarding. Like tough actually. Interacting with those with paths, this isn't very good. The Abrupt Decay is good, probably better than a Fatal Push. And it looks like I accidentally added a Wrenn in 6. Fine. Don't want Dismembers as much, I don't think. Do another Wrenn. Wrenn's really good because I have Field of Ruin, and it pings Ice Fang Coatls. I don't like Veil. I'm not really worried about them countering my stuff. Abrade seem medium. The rest of these cards seem just so-so. So we'll keep it like this. You know, Rin and 6 Croxa, or Rin and 6 Lurrus, another synergy deck. But I mean, that was really strong. I think, you know, watching the Lurrus there recur a Death Shadow, a Tarmogoyf, and a Mishra's Bauble is definitely what turned the tide of that game, because we actually needed almost all of our resources because they ended the game at 8. I would say that we were able to outcard them with our 8th card in hand in our, well, it would be our 7th because we mulliganed. So let's submit like this. I think the Rin and 6s are the big addition from the board. Kind of plays around field. Make sure we reveal our companion. Put it right here. Safe. So this is a great hand. Thoughtseize, Mishra's Bauble, Fatal Push. My lands are going to be, I think I'm going to get Watery Grave. Well, we'll see what I see with the keep this hand. Game did go late, so I'm going to go into fast moto mode with my hand on the hotkeys. This has been great. Honestly, Deckless is on Coreboard Live, and this is only our first match, but it feels powerful. So now that we have the TBR, I want to get Blood Crypt involved. So, get Overgrown Tomb. Yes. And I'm just going to go ahead and use this Bauble and look at their hand now. Or look at their top card. Path? Does that mean we want to wait on the Thoughtseize because I want to grab the Path? I don't hate that. It also gives us a little more time to decide what land we want. Overt Raid, thanks so much for the follow. Overrated, thanks for the follow, that is the name. Got it correct the second time. Ooh, Croxa, that says Blood Crypt to me. Now we can do it all. So I want to get rid of their Path to Exile. So we'll get a Blood Crypt and do that. Thoughtseize. Sort of taking it slow. Next turn we can either Tarmogoyf or Lurrus. I actually like Lurrus next turn. Weird as that is. We can go Lurrus, get back to Mishra's Bauble. They have 2 Ice Fangs, an Ashiok. Oh. Alright, we're going to take the Ashiok. Yeah, there's just not much we can do about it. And, you know, Path is going to have to hit something and it'd be fine. Drag. But, you know, such is life. We can also make the Path not that bad. That's going to resolve. Their hand again, it was 2 of those things. Annoying. Although now I kind of want to just like start slamming Croxa. Like Croxa next turn. Okay, so let's get our Watery Grave. Also get Breeding Pool. Oh, but the Breeding Pool kind of makes it impossible to ever flashback a Croxa, so let's do Watery Grave. Life. Croxa. Kind of fine with whatever happens here. That was gonna, okay. Got rid of the Path. It's a 2-for-1. A clean 2-for-1 here. And we don't have to worry about double red ever. Right, turn. Another hand is, or the front. Their hand is Ice Fang Unknown. Okay, now we can do a scry check with Lurrus. What is this? Oh, they have a counterspell? Lame. Ooh. I think I was gonna go infinite. Cast the Tarmogoyf. Declare that to be good enough. We are at a nice healthy 7. And a 6/7. Turn clock. Ooh, boo. They're gonna put the kibosh on us with this Teferi. Still on Ice Fang Unknown. I'm a little worried about Veil, so I'm just gonna go ahead and Fatal Push this. No point in trying to be super tricky about that. If we had a Stubborn Denial, I would trophy the thing. Otherwise, no. Maybe there is some merit to playing Unearthed in this deck, just because Lurrus getting back just like unlocks your whole graveyard. It's like pretty strong. Okay, an issue is that. All right, we're going to trophy this. Because the issue is that we can't dismember the Ice Fang in response to prevent blocking. It also gains us a turn on the clock, which is not bad. They have an Ice Fang and an Unknown. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Ice Fang, that's fine. Now we have Stubborn Denial up, which is great. We can't fetch a blue source with this. This, I believe, only gets Overgrown Tomb at the moment. So I am going to pay for... No, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack. And instead of Dismember, my combat trigger is going to be T-Block. No longer know any of the cards in their hand. Yep. Rage. I'm going to denial this. Hope their last card isn't interactive. Nice. Like it's working. Fairy effect ends when you die. No, they can still cast a sorcery, but I'm just not that worried about a sorcery. Sorceries by their nature are not interactive spells, so I didn't expect them to interact. That makes sense. Looks like another Teferi, which is somewhat annoying, but not the end of the world. Oh, it's Uro. That's fine. The bad news about this Uro is that they can cast it twice, so I think it actually does sort of outgrind me. We're hoping to draw some shadows or something, so if I draw Traverse, I can Traverse for a Death Shadow, and that's kind of it. I could also get a Snapcaster Mage, do the Teamer Battle Rage trick again. That might be what I do. They have to make sure to exile their Teferi and their Ashiok. That's what's causing this Tarmogoyf to be bigger than Uro right now. Did. Having Ooze might be useful in the board of this deck. X. Maybe Clothes. Ooh. No, we can't play Clothes because then we can't play Lurrus. Having Ooze. Really slow and stupid way to deal with. Slow and stupid wins the race. People always say that. Here you go. Euro. Just get it back. So our Crooks got pathed, our Lurrus got countered. Otherwise, I mean, if we had Lurrus this game, it had not been countered. He's so over. We could have Mistress Bobbled every turn. And if our Croxa doesn't get pathed, then we, like, literally just Croxa every turn until they can never win. They have just so many cards now. Unlucky. Rose in their deck. Hey, Harry. Playing a really cool Lurrus Shadow deck right now. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Jack is in your hand. Alright, this game is over. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, this Uro, maybe there's something to it. Good thought sees them. Jeez. Yeah, because it's an artifact in their graveyard. Attack their Ashiok. I was gonna sacrifice this. Garuda and Pioneer. Yeah, DM me on Twitter. I might not try it on stream today, but I'll probably try it eventually. So I want the Grafdigger's Cage. I don't like Veil. I feel like some cards are a little underwhelming. Got the TBRs. They're a little hard to convert. Snaps seem good. All these cards seem great. Ice Parasite's good. But yeah, they're getting in our graveyard, so the terrible. And this will be a better version of what we're playing. Let's play first. Let's reveal Lurrus. All right. Obviously, we're pseudo punished for having Grafdigger's Cage, but we will keep this hand. Grafdigger's Cage only works against Uro, but we're kind of trying to beat their whole deck, so it's like fine. Start Confidant in the Shadow list. That's not a bad idea. Honestly, it does cost 2, but I was looking for cards to play. I mean, you know, maybe. Let's pay 2 life and go ahead and press 6 and not lose to the clock here. We have 6 minutes, so we are going to be sort of focused up. playing quickly. The reason I didn't just like slam the Grafter's Cage is because I wanted to leave up Stubborn Denial or Opt. Opt. I want more lands. Bottomed. Okay, great. Okay, so I want to get a head start on paying life because we do have the death. Pay life, make a black, play a Grafter's Cage. Oh. We are going to want to have, Shadow Stub backup. Thoughtseize an excellent draw. Gets a little life out of our hand, figures out what their next few turns plans are. They have Teferi, 2 paths, and a Snapcast. We can Abrupt Decay the Teferi, rid of the Snapcaster Mage, and fight through these paths. So I can pay 3, go to 11. It's not going to be enough to be able to stub one of the paths. Okay. Oh, wow. Doing any of these things. They drew... Man, we should know about all these. Okay. Do we draw? Subs now. Things are getting interesting. Kind of had a feeling that would happen. Then float blue, say that's fine, get our swamp. I'll go over to Island. And hopefully to Fairy. Great. I think that was inevitable. Let's not get anything. I think we were just going to Abrupt Decay there to Fairy. From Denial. Well, no, now we're going to Thoughtseize Limit. Dream Verdict. Island. Now they have nothing. Get rid of this to Fairy because it's annoying me. Denies them a card draw. Now it's Island and Unknown versus Lurrus. Kind of stinks that we don't have any Lurrus value, but sometimes that's what it is. Or we can leave up this, but the Lurrus doesn't have now. We can also get Watery Graves. Yeah, it's super. Get out here. They veiled. Okay, cycle of veil. Yep. How do I want to do this? Go ahead and get the Watery Grave. Oh, we don't have it. Let's go ahead and get the Overgrown Tomb. So we can still do Tarmogoyf. Mill myself with Thought Scour. Force negation it, that's fine. We don't have any permanents, so we can get back with Lurrus, so let's just... Oh. One card per turn. Hopefully they don't draw a way to make more cards per turn. Put one, pay cost. What could... Actually resolves. Here's that sword. Okay, there's a Wrenn and 6, so, you know, hopefully soon we'll be able to cast that and start getting our lands back. Oh. No. Maybe an oversight. Is I think we kill... Problem is... I think we're going to destroy... Sword. That way, if we ever draw a red source, we're good to just, like, move on with our lives. Alright, Tarmogoyf's fine. We can't cast anything with Lurrus anyway, so I'm down to offer this trade. But yeah, Cage is going to be replaced with Scavenging Ooze, I've just decided. No sense. This, and ahead. Uh-oh. What's happening? Counter target spell. Okay, we also have counter target spell, so that. Kind of no bricks in their deck. It's all interactive pieces. There we go. That was one though. Thanks so much for the follow. Self. Down to the wire on time. Good. So now we can get Wrenn and 6 in play. Up. Returning this peatland. Now we can auto yield. We no longer have a counter spell. Their upkeep, I guess they're going to get Mystic Sanctuary. Yep. Wonder which one they will choose. Likely they're choosing Archmage Charm or Path to Exile. I guess it'd be Path to Exile because we're presenting a lethal Tarmogoyf. Me. Let's win this match. Yep, that resolves. Mill ourselves. Not Millie Croxa, which was the big thing we're searching for. Draw a card. Back the peatland. Oop. did mill a Crocus, but we can't cast it because of our Grafdigger's Cage. Did not watch Taxi Driver recently. Oh, is that because of this? No, this was a lady came in and cut my hair. Right, so we get to full bobble trick. Want something or not? Selves. Mishra's bobble. Back. I want to get the cards in case it's like a stubborn denial. They've got going on. Oh, brutal. Ashiok? Sad. Sad because we were going to get infinite subs and veils and things. Nihil Spellbomb. That sounds good. Yep, our Graveyard Hate should be Nihil Spellbomb instead of the Grafdigger's Cage. That way we can cast things with our Lurrus and it doesn't combo with our Croxa. Two lethal threats, but we'll present. Life with this. Pick up targeting nothing. Okay. Ready to press 6 as soon as possible. We have 14 seconds left on the clock. Should be plenty. Stoneforge. Batter Skull. Us. Have no cards. Turn. Combat. Back with everybody. Oh. 5 seconds. Is it going to be enough time to attack with everybody again? This is so intense. Ice Fang, no! Wait. We can ping it. We're good here. I don't think we're going to have enough time, but we can do it. Stoneforge, no! Nothing. This. Oh, they can equip. Of course. Alright, we draw a card. We ping. Their Ice Fang. We lost the match. No, I feel like we didn't have 5 seconds. Very impressive showing from our deck. I feel like we're in a really good spot to win there if time's not a factor. And we learned a lot. So our Graveyard Hate instead of Cage should be Nihil Spellbomb. Yeah, that's our big takeaway from that one. One die roll. Let's not go too slow. Reveal Lurrus. Because, you know, time's a factor the whole time. It just feels like it's a factor at the end. It sounds fine. We have a Lurrus in it, so imagine this sort of 8th card right here. Go. Drawing turn, go. Watery Grave. Thought scour myself. Command seems good. Yeah, you know what's good about command is we could get back our Lurrus. Like, they are. They're a lightning bolt deck. Let's actually get a breeding pool tapped in case we go draw Goyf because we have the swamp. And then this has to get a black source. It'll probably be Blood Crypt. But we'll have Breeding Pool, Blood Crypt, Swamp when we cast Lurrus. All right, I'm liking these ideas from chat. Command, Unearth, these are good options to rebuy Lurrus. I think K-Command's my favorite of the two. Fine, we'll Thought Scour ourselves. Ooh, we milled the Watery Grave. Ideal. Go ahead and get the Blood Crypt. Oh, I'm paying 2 life. This thing, Thoughts for ourselves. No, we should have not. We should have waited on the land because we could have played an Overgrown Tomb tap this turn. Better. Thus, that's fine. So that's fine. All right, so we're hoping this Lurrus can make it to attack or something. Draw Swift Spear. Play this tapped. Lurrus. Lurrus Bobble, yeah, that's good. We're playing 19. We moved up from 18 to 19 to accommodate for the 4th color, and it's punishing us a little bit. Cast our Bobble off the Lurrus. Mostly just wanted my roommate to hear me go, cast our Bobble off the Lurrus. We're drawing a Stub, which, you know, we're not just dead, could be useful. Drawing a Swift Spear. Can traverse for a shadow. So let us leave up Stub. So it's traverse, shadow, Stub, and we have Lurrus. Depending on what their 2 cards are, it could be in a really good spot. Oh no, we're dead. The Helix are Lurrus. Oh, that doesn't make us dead. That makes us very close to dead. Okay, so we need a brick for them here, but we can traverse. Or Death's Shadow. Take the Shadow. Land, although we're unlikely to use it. And now we say go, because we have Arm Denial up. We do need 2 burn spells. They can't cost 2. So this is what we'll be denying. If we have another land, it might be useful. Battle Rage! Yeah, I mean, this is a clean win. Just making sure there's nothing like additional that we can do to like lock it up. I think without 2 blue sources, we are kind of done. We could traverse. No, there's nothing really. All right, let's attack. Interesting that they blocked. Blocking does not help you. All right, and we beat Burn game 1 with our Lurrus Shadow deck. We're going to board in these 2 Collective Brutalities. That's all that I want. I'm going to take out 2 Dismembers because they're paying first. Good. Oh man, I'm a master at playing Death Shadow against Burn. I have hundreds of reps from IQs. We needed every life point there. Right. So let's show them our Lurrus. Beginning of the game, we get to show them that we have 8 cards in our hand. Phenomenal. I kind of don't want to use Thoughtseize turn 1. I just want to get a Watery Grave. Leave up Stub. And then next turn, we're going to Collective Brutality, kill this, get in, discard the Thoughtseize with that. That'll be good. Yep. Let's just get a Watery Grave here as they go. Our 3rd land gets red, which is fine because TBR is kind of a down the road thing anyway. Could Stubborn deny this, but that's the same as not doing it, because it would require us to fetch Shock. Thought Scour is not really a card I'm interested in, so I'm happy to shuffle it away. Watery Grave. This is game 2 of match 2. Our 0-1, but we timed out, so get this Collective Brutality out. 2 modes. Press U, gonna kill this Swift Spear, and we're gonna make you lose 2 and we gain 2. Getting rid of TBR because we can Snapcaster it, and Thoughtseize because it costs us life. Can't take the Rest in Peace. Take the Rift Bolt. Deal with the rest of it later. They have Rip and Path in their hand, so that makes our Tarmogoyf worse, but, you know, Death Shadow is a little fine still. Fortunately, it does also brick our Lurrus. Ah, so sad. Land. Reverse. How many card types do we have in our yard? 3. Close. Need a creature in there. Rescuer. The land. Nice. Their hand is Path to Exile. Rest in peace. Oh, easily Stubborn now. All right. How are we doing this? Now we just say go. Yeah, that was a punt. Thank you, Motobot. Great. Now lost our ability to... Oh boy. That was not good. Alright. Snapcaster, you're now on go forth duty. Go forth. Charge forward. I guess this gets so that we cast both our stubs. Snapcasters with which to charge forward. We've been at 4 life with 1 less Stubborn Denial in her hand. Sometimes those are the beats. Well, let's double stub this or we lose. Yeah, the Sunday tournament's going to be great. Very excited. Worked. Why though? Alright, Snap. We get him. Really expect to win this game. That's mostly because of our punt. Of course, what's helpful is that we keep drawing Snapcaster. And when I say helpful, I mean the opposite of that. Go ahead and get our swamp. Swamp. Charge forward! You're gonna have to path one of these. I don't like it any more than they do. Now see, that was the mistake. You should have pathed last turn. Would have been able to live through this. Yep, they saw the line. You know what? We forgot about Lurrus.
I'm up before noon.
Well, we'll pop it out. All right.
I did it. I'm up before noon.
Yeah. You want to sit down? We're playing a Death Shadow deck, so it's like super intense. What do you mean? We punted our last game, but I think we could have won 100 different ways. Oh, no, we didn't forget about Lurrus. We were just playing around the path. Right. I think we want Corrupt Decay for stuff like that, and we're going to... Lurrus.
Ooh, that guy.
Yeah, it's a new card from Equal. We're going to keep this hand because it has a fetch land and a bauble, so it's easy to find our second land. We're going to pop out the Lurrus so don't forget about it. Okay. First things first, we got to bauble ourselves. See if we're going to draw the land we need.
We're safer on the realist.
True. If we're not going to draw it, then we'll just go ahead and fetch now. So it's a fatal push. We have 2 dismembers, so we don't need that.
Fatal push? What, like you're standing over a cliff or something?
We're going to go ahead and get, yes. So we're going to go ahead and get Overgrown Tomb so we can cast Tarmogoyf. Not pay the life, because we have 2 draws and an extra land to cast the Goyf. Great, we hit it on our first one. Now we're at no need to stress. That's a 2/3 right now. We'll get it out with the Peat Land. But an instant makes it a 3/4. Hey, Shotscape. Go on. We can start really putting a lot of pressure on their clock. It does involve paying a lot of life, but I think I'm down. This one. Our best here. Then I do want to get the shadow in play. Because it is a 4/4. Dash makes me look like Tobias Funke from Arrested Development. I've got a lot of people. Some predictions said I look like the lead singer for Alt J, which I think is the most like accurate. But you know, whatever. Just did something with my hair. Everyone's doing it. It's quarantine time. Yep. It'd be kind of lame to lose to a bunch of that effect. Ooh, not good for me. We need to draw a Stubborn Denial. Fortunately, we can see if we're going. We're going to draw a Croxa, which is very unhelpful. Cast this Lurrus. With their drawing. Drawing Fire Airlet, so you're saying there's a chance. Yeah. Right? I have no idea what card. 4 cards are in their hand and we don't lose? No, not applicable. Good games. We punched in game 2. I think we could have won if we had like remembered our Lurrus and stubbed the lava. If we'd stubbed the light lava spike, but they had paid for the one on the bolt. There are dozens of Death Shadow players still playing Modern. Dozens. Yeah, we're 0-2 in this league, but I think that has more to do with the fact that like the Lurrus deck is very difficult and we are punting. First of all, the one was purely due to time. I think that one we would count as a win because we functionally won the game. We were just like waiting to attack for lethal. What about my second point is That one was just bad. We went up against Burn, but we won game 1, and I think game 1 is going to be more emblematic of most games than games 2 and 3 were. With game 2 being a punt, and then game 3 we kind of just like got run over, got a little greedy, went for the Death Shadow. So, who we play against this time? There are also some mistakes in this deck. For example, this Graphic Cage should be a Nile Spellbomb. This is going to be a keep. We have Thought Scour, and our hope is that it's going to turn on our Traverse. At the very least, make Lurrus very good. Go ahead and play the Watery Grave, the life, and say go. We're doubling up. We're recording our Lotus Box League video and streaming. Hey everybody, for 53 people. And currently 53. It could be more. There are dozens of people watching me stream. Dozens.
There wouldn't be enough of them.
Here we would have been benefited from playing the fetch. Didn't matter because we ourselves. So the good news about milling a Death Shadow is that it makes our Lurrus better. I think here we want a green source as opposed to just playing this tapped. Although playing this tapped is like getting time. Go ahead and play Verdant so that we can like filter through there. And the plan is to get breeding pools, tap stub at some point in the game. I really do be out here censoring women. I think that's my mic. I think it's a little difficult to pick up what she's saying on this mic because it's pointed. Mic upgrades on the list of things to do with the stream. Go. There's her. Being charming to listen to.
I also think that I speak at like several decibels lower than you.
You mean higher?
Whatever that is.
Oh, no. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Censoring women. I'm telling Twitter.
Not funny. Although that tastes good. Or it smells like it tastes good. What are you eating?
It's the cabbage that I made.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
That is a deep voice.
Okay, I want to and get rid of their Eidolon. Take some damage from the land. We're gonna look at our top card, pray that we like it. Yeah, he's eating cabbage for breakfast. Scalding Tarn. Don't like it, so we're gonna fetch it away and get Overgrown Tomb. Let's say Meyer. I think honestly we're gonna get an Overgrown Tomb tapped and just say, do your worst opponent. This is my hand.
Look like a whole lot of lands.
Yeah, there's only 19 in the deck, so you wouldn't expect to draw this many lands, but Goblin Guide's been helping us draw lands. But don't worry, because we have a Mishra's Bauble trigger on the stack.
Bobber.
There you go. That's a relevant spell. So actually, we're getting to be, if our opponent, theoretically our opponent might, our opponent could be low on lands at this point, and we'd be in a really good spot, or low on cards, because we'd be in a good spot because we could play a Shadow, and leave up Stub, because we can traverse for Shadow and Stub, and that's this 3 mana all tied up, with this coming into play tapped, and we're in a good spot. Unfortunately, we're just dead as shit. Oh, which might help. If we fetch Swamp, okay, we might be doing something.
Also, I always like to have leftovers for breakfast. I don't know why. In response to wait, cabbage for breakfast?
It's not just cabbage. It's cabbage that we've pressure cooked with some sausage.
Yeah, it's like goulash.
Okay, so this is very tenuous, but I think that we're like maybe in a fine spot. Swamp. That's our fatal push swamp. So we traverse for shadow, and then we have fatal push stubborn up. Get our shadow. We kind of have to hope their 2 cards are breaks. This is terrible. You guys can call me crazy all you want, but I'm gonna counter this. What? Not with that though.
Goulash for breakfast is not less weird than cabbage for breakfast.
Are you interacting with my chat right now?
Yes.
They'll think I'm weird.
Are.
So we're kind of on the razor's edge. Any spell just kills us. That actually leaves us alive. Incredibly. Where would they fetch? Do they have a Searing Blaze? Right click. Concede. Right, so I think that we want this Abrupt Decay and these brutalities. The dismembers are painful and bad. Damn it, like this. I think the key when you're playing against Burn is not to take too much damage off your mana. You kind of want them to do all that work for you. I think that instead of Thought Seizes, the Abrades are better. So that we have more removal spells for small creatures.
No Street Wraith, no party.
No, your life total gets plenty low enough without Street Wraith. I think this Lurrus is way better than Street Wraith because the Lurrus is always in your hand.
I like having dinner food for breakfast and breakfast.
That makes you normal.
I am still defending myself. No, because sometimes you like wake up. Like, I don't want to have to make a breakfast. Like, I didn't eat as much as I wanted to. Like, what's the argument for not bringing in WC?
Thoughtseize is still good turn 1. We're about to have a good Thoughtseize.
I wonder if the burn play needs to be more focused.
Yeah, I think the Lurrus is going to be good. But I want Swamp here.
Ah.
So now, I know they're drawing Lightning Bolt. I want information on what I'm drawing. I'm drawing Stubborn Denial. That's really good to know. Don't have a way to interact with this. And it's pretty stacked, but that's okay. We can beat it. We're going to draw 2 cards in their upkeep. Wait.
Tarmogoyf.
I want to get Breeding Pool and just play the Tarmogoyf because they don't have a way to cast these white spells right now, and I kind of want to like keep. Sure. Gonna go to a
Jacob
1
said,
fewer
Jeremy,
life.
how's it going?
Yo, Jacob! 2 paths, so much for the Lurrus plant. Oh, good, dog. Got it. They don't have white. Ooh. When did they bolt us here? Fuck me, they drew white. Bye, Tarmogoyf. Oh, they're letting us untap? Yes. Now we're going to get Watery Grave, so the Scalding Tarn. And then this will get Blood Crypt, and we'll have all of our colors.
And I had Jacob, Modern Lotus.
So this will make Lurrus and Bauble a thing. Stop trying to make Lurrus Bauble happen. It's not happen, except Jessica.
Never.
True.
Seas.
Why?
Because you have to see something before you can clean it.
Jessica, that is profoundly unfunny.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're done with these. So this is their hand now. That is literally their hand. They pathed it twice. The unfortunateness about all this is that they still have a bunch of removal spells for Lurrus. Ooh. Is that I think Snapcaster Mage might be huge. I think this turn what we want to do is Thought Scour ourselves first with Watery Grave. First for a Shadow and then play it. Doesn't really put us in. Right now we can traverse for a Shadow and then play it. And now we can do Lurrus Shadow. The Shadow is going to gain an amount of life. It's unclear how much life. Did the Searing Blaze out? No, I don't want to Thought Seize them anymore. Might do that this turn. But I really would prefer to Snap Stub. My fingers feel amazing. Opponent has played a land. They have one unknown card, Boros Charm, Searing Blaze, and Lightning Bolt.
Mr. Lightning Bolt.
Once our Death Shadow of the 4/4, we can Snap Stub. Which is unfortunately going to preclude us playing a Lurrus profitably. That turn cycle. But when we play the Lurrus, we can get value that turn because we have Battleballs in our yard.
Yay!
Isaac Messiter.
Thanks, Isaac, for the follow.
There you go.
Zombie.
This is so awkward. I think I'm blocking kind of literally no matter what. Because I think I'm fine with just like the raw trade. We've gained so much life. Oh, that was fantastic.
Cool.
Honestly, this person was a fool to think they could have. I would say that amount. No! Very, very bad. Shit. Do Lurrus, Shadow, 7. How do they play a lane? It had an idol. It had to be an Eidolon. Okay, so we hope for a brick on the land and just do Lurrus, Shadow, go. Hi, Lurrus. Here it is.
Yeah.
The issue is that this dealt 4 to us, and we were like in the clear. If that was any regular burn spell, it dealt 3. Now we're lethal. Now we're just dead to them having. Not ideal. And we don't get to leave up like snap stub or anything like that. News is if they don't have a land. Oh.
Oh ho ho.
Not in the worst spot. I'm gonna attack with my Lurrus. I don't want to cast something just yet. Now we can leave up snap stub. Life. That shadow smaller, that's okay. I don't want to bobble.
Hey, nice haircut. Chad said.
Hey, no problem.
Chatscape said, hey Jeremy, nice haircut. The stash kind of makes it look like Tobias Fug from Arrested Development.
So we can snap stub this. I'm gonna put it to 6. So getting the snap in play is a blocker.
I'm gonna procure some coffee.
No. This is like a life neutral block.
Like, down to the wire.
It really is.
Oh, you smell like clay.
Now I'm at 4. I'm at 6. We have 2 blockers. I have a Searing Blaze and 2 unknowns. If they play a land, thanks so much for the follow.
Ooh, Fubage. Thank you, Fubage.
Like, that'll be interesting. Whoa!
Whoa! Abivs. I need to get better. Abivs. Now following, thank you. Such an exciting noise whenever someone follows.
Yes, I agree.
Like, ah! Hello?
Step 1 again is going to be attacking with our Lurrus. Hoping that goes well.
Wait a second. Oh, it is showing up whenever I talk. Cool.
Block some things.
Love the Zans.
Oh, the chat, the Zan snores.
He's so cute.
We're going to cast. This is going to... This is fine. Then to 8, and then we go to 5.
Hey, did you let chat know that you have the chat bot working now?
Yes, well, they probably realized on there. I saw one person use it. They used the exclamation point punt. Drawing trophy, kind of whatever, but I don't want to thought scour right now.
Yeah.
Gonna make. Gonna go make.
Go make.
So because of the rift bolt, we are hoping to fade. Cool. We had. Oh, they wouldn't draw the Boris Charm. So close. Island. System. We can't get a Blitzenmeyer. All right, so Burn kind of kicking our butts here. You know, Lurrus in Shadow needs a little bit of work, but I feel like we've been doing powerful things. I feel like there's something here. Probably shoring up the graveyard stuff in our Burn matchup is going to help out a lot, so that'll be the recording.